Hi, it's Carolyn with Therapy for the Soul, and we are back for another card reading and video. And today's reading, we'll be doing the week ahead energies to see what is in store for the collective for the week of May 22nd through the 28th. I do intend that these readings are timeless, so if you come across this video at a time that's outside this particular week, you can trust that there's probably a message in this video that is going to be helpful for you to hear. As always, it is a collective reading, so take what resonates and disregard what doesn't. And the intention with the reading is to look at the overall energies so you know what to expect and how to navigate the energies so that you can manifest and create a successful week ahead. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin by looking at what the overall energy is for this week. Okay, so the overall energies we received are trapped in fear. And our bottom of the deck here, we have new beginnings. And so I'm getting that there's some sort of new beginning, some sort of new journey, some sort of maybe new circumstance, some sort of new challenge, something new that you'll be encountering this week. I know for the weekend we were encouraged to think about what needed to change. And so maybe it's related to that for you. But there's a new beginning that's in store that might be bringing up some fear or anxiety. And it might feel as though it's hard to look outside of that fear lens at maybe the blessing and the gift of what's to come. But let's go ahead and get some additional messages to clarify what this might be speaking to. Okay, so the tarot messages that we have are the Princess of Autumn, which is the Page of Pentacles. It says here, studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous. Happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. Well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. And our clarifier for this one is the King of Gabriel, which is the King of Wands. Generous, inspirational, dramatic, driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. Our next card we have is the Two of Autumn. Bring fun into everything that you do. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs. An exceptional talent for multitasking. And then our clarifier for this card is the King of Michael, which is the King of Swords. Principled, rational, ambitious, respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. And then our bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Winter, which is the Nine of Swords. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. And then our clarifier for this is the Five of Gabriel, or the Five of Wands. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. So we have two cards here that speak to fear. Our Nine of Winter, and then our card from the very beginning, which says trapped in fear. Okay. So I think it's to be aware if you notice any anxiety or fear that is coming up for you this week, okay? Because we're being told that our headspace might be kind of like adding to this fear and having it grow out of proportion to whatever the situation, whatever this new beginning might be about. And so if you notice yourself just starting to get in this fear and worry-based energy, I think it's good to try to have that awareness to be able to kind of like pull yourself a bit back out of this. I do feel that this might have to do with something that has to do with work or your career or something that you're working on with our Page of Autumn card that came up. It might have to do with something that you're learning, some sort of interest that you're really honing in on, something that's where you've been a student and you've been learning about maybe whatever this skill set is for you. And maybe it's something that's getting ready to move forward or is shifting, or that is what is moving into this new beginning, okay? And so we're being told here, don't get too caught up in the details, because I think that is what is going to be eliciting some of these fear-based thoughts and fear-based feelings, okay? So we're told just keep your eye on the big picture. Where is it that you're headed? You know, what is your goal? Almost as though you're looking down on this new beginning, like from the lens of your higher self. Okay, like you're looking from above, maybe down into the forest, right? Rather than being in the middle of the forest and trying to figure out what your next step is. And so we're being shown that, you know, this is what's really going to be helpful. I feel like the details are going to be unfolding. You don't have to worry about that. It's not something that you have to worry about figuring out right now, okay? And so whatever this is, if you find that you're in the state of either like overwhelm or worry, or even feelings of insecurity that might be coming up, see what you can do to bring fun into the experience, because I feel like this is happening in an area of your life that it's something that you really enjoy doing. Okay, and I wonder if in the process of whatever this new beginning is leading to, maybe you just notice if maybe the fun has kind of like fallen away from what this experience is, and maybe you've become too focused on the outcome or like perfecting something, or too focused on what the details are, where now the fun feels like it's missing from it. And so it's really important to see how you can bring the fun and joy back into that, because that's something I think that's really going to help you feel more relaxed, as well as to wherever, you know, this path might be taking you. Okay. And so just trust that you're going to be able to get through this. It's a challenge that you can overcome. It's something that you can resolve, and have patience with the process. And I know that can be one of the most challenging things sometimes when it feels like you're working towards something. And so it's finding a way to be able to enjoy the journey of it, have fun with the journey of it, okay? And have patience. Patience with yourself, patience with others who might be involved. See how you might be able to bring more of that in, and notice, you know, what that does to just some of this fear-based energy that you might feel a little bit trapped in or stuck in. And hopefully that will help to be able to dissolve some of it. Because as you're focusing on what feels fun and not getting too caught up in the details, maybe not feeling like you're approaching it from maybe an overly serious type lens, I think that is going to help to dissolve maybe any tense energy that you have, any perfectionism that might be coming up for you, and just allow you to, just kind of feel a little lighter and have fun and enjoy the process. Okay. And that's really, I feel like, what this new beginning is about. So this card here in traditional tarot is the Fool card, which is really about this like light-hearted energy, like you're on this new adventure and it's really exciting. Makes me think of just like youthful, childlike energy, okay? Where we don't really want to have this fear as part of that. We want to feel inspired, right? And almost curious, like, ooh, what is gonna come from this? You know, this fun energy that's along with that versus like, oh gosh, what's gonna happen? What if this happens? What if that happens? That's not the space we want to be in. So again, if you recognize those thoughts are coming up, I think a way to be able to navigate that energy is to really make sure your eyes are on the big picture, not on the details. Bring fun into the experience, okay? And so we're gonna go ahead and get a final message for our reading for this week. Okay, we have one that flew on down to the ground here. So the card we have is self-forgiveness, and it says, let go of old guilt and remember you're God's perfect child. Okay? And so I feel like with this, that maybe you might find yourself being a little hard on yourself this week. Maybe there are certain expectations you have for yourself. Maybe some of those expectations roots from an experience from your past when you were younger, okay? Or maybe you didn't perform in a way that felt like it was enough, or something happens where you are still holding on to guilt about that. And so just notice where you can be compassionate with yourself. You can do some inner work and inner reflective work if you find that that would be helpful around just forgiveness, forgiving yourself. And I love this. Remember that you're God's perfect child. And I feel like that just reminds me of the concept that I mentioned earlier about looking down on things like you're looking through the lens of your higher self when we're trying to look at the big picture of things. And that's that same sort of thing. You know, remembering that God and the divine sees you as an extension of God, right? And you are a perfect child of God. So it's okay to be able to forgive yourself, give yourself some of that compassion. And that's going to help invite in just like fun and being present with the moment and just taking some pressure off of yourself this week. So these are the messages that we have for this upcoming week. I hope the reading was helpful and that it resonated for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again at the next video. All right.